Alrighty. Doop, doop. Alright. Okay. Hey, guys! Zack here, and welcome back to Pokemon Violet. So, we're going to be finishing it today. That's essentially what's going to be happening. We're going to be finishing it today. I don't really have anything else to add to that. So, yeah, well, last time we went into Area 0, we started descending deeper into the crater, which, you know, it's kind of the main thing that we're doing right now. We're just kind of finding all the research stations, and we're going down into the depths. That's essentially all I got. We're just going down into the depths to explore Area 0 today. So, that's about it. That's about all I've got for you guys. But, yeah, in any case, we're just gonna get into it. Alright, in any case, we're gonna sleep in there in the bed. And next. Alright, well, next we're gonna go down to our next research station. And I sort of remember where they are, but also not, because of how this area works. I believe we just need to keep going down. What are your parents like, Nimona? Actually, wait, how do you know that? So Nimona's actually some unparalleled little princess from a rich family? No way, that's not my thing. Though, yeah. I guess you could say mother and father were like hands off in a good way. My big sisters probably take over the business, so they'll pretty much let me do what I wanted. Wait, you call them mother and father? That's such a pampered little princess stuff right there. Yeah, Caliente, Penny, what is your super normal family then? My family is unbelievably annoying. Like super overprotective, you mean? It's just my dad. He's loud and clingy and likes these weird nicknames to me like Pen Pen. He's the most annoying guy in the world, period. He's the worst. Man, that's a real downer for your dad. Having his own daughter describe him like that. Don't you dare take his side. Sam, how about you? Your mother seems super nice. You met her? Yep, got a glimpse of an amazing looking sandwich she made too. Really wish I could have seen that. I bet it tasted great. Alright, in any case, down into the depths we go. We still got a ways to go, but we are getting into the end game. This is going to be our final episode-ish until we get to post-game. And the post-game is going to be very long. I will admit that. Oh! Hi! You evolved now. I already have one of you. I don't need another one of you. You're not even reversion exclusive. Get out of my face. It's like, I love Girafarig. Cause it's a palindrome. I like palindromes. They're fun. But not right now. Not what I'm trying to do, I think. Bright powder. Okay. I believe that's a healing thing. Citrus berries. There's a lot of berries down here, I'm noticing. I believe the area we need to go is a cave system. So I believe that's what we're looking for. Oh, hello. Floette. I'm actually missing some forms of Floette, so I am happy that we get to see him again. I am missing, I think, 5 forms for each of its different evolutions. Masquerain as well. Masquerain's fun. And so I know some people don't like it. I think it's cool. Aerial Ace. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, one thing I've learned is that a lot from playing Pokemon over the years. A lot of Pokemon have different abilities, have different things that they do differently. Like, for example, if you want a special sweeper, well, obviously, if you want a Toxic Spike setter, literally the most perfect Pokemon you can pick is Glimmora. Like, it's pretty much the perfect setter because of its ability. And then also it also is one of the few to get corrosion, which is pretty cool. I think this is the way down, but I don't really want to jump down there because I feel like I'm gonna get badly injured if I do. And I remember it was a cave system that I was supposed to go down. So let's see if we can find that. But yeah, a lot of different Pokemon do a lot of different things. For example, I believe this thing gets Co-Star. Well, I know I got Scrappy on it as a main ability, but I believe it also gets the ability Co-Star, which enables it to copy a partner's stat changes, and it's also the first Pokemon to do so. So it's pretty good. It gets a bunch of different things, but I don't really know the exact details behind what Co-Star does, but it's powerful. I forget, it's designed to be worked in doubles, but also mine has Scrappy, which means it can hit Ghost-type Pokemon with fighting and normal-type moves, something that normally isn't possible because normally Ghost is immune to them. So if you have Scrappy though, that's pretty much a moot point. You don't have to worry about that. Duststone. I think I'm getting close to the third research station. Yeah. Yep, third research station. Okay. Alright, another research station. Time for the next of these. Nice, we get to chill for a minute. Something's just jump out of this again. 100% guaranteed. Almost certainly. Oh, ha, Penny, such a worrywart. Huh? Hey! I knew this was coming. Because I know you fight Great Tusk at this point. And then obviously, I think this is the only other time you're supposed to fight a. But I think this is the only other time you fight Iron Treads as a mandatory boss fight. I think this is the only time. See? Wait a sec, this is just like that Titan Pokemon we saw. So it was a future Pokemon all along. Whoa, you battled one of these before, Arbor? It looks seriously strong. Yeah, well, Sam and I are old pros when it comes to Titans. Leave this to us. Yeah, we know exactly how to take care of this guy. But yeah, we gotta fight this. I actually do like the Paradox Pokemon a lot. Like the futuristic ones, they feel kind of off-ish, but because, you know, they're from the future. And that's kind of the point. They're all robots, interestingly enough, from what we've seen so far. Alright, but it should die to a low sleep. Ow. I didn't even know his Mabosif got Fire Fang. Then again, I did kill it almost immediately, so that makes some sort of sense. Oh, right, it's steel ground. I forgot, it's steel ground. So it also dies to Aqua Step. Not that it matters. I forgot, water is not one of the things that steel covers. I forgot about that. See that? Victory's ours. Maybe the one we saw about when we were reaching down the urban Macy I came from down here. Oh, absolutely. You two get to meet one of these Pokemon before our greater get-together? Jealous. If we got things from the literal future roaming around Paldea, that's a major problem. Isn't Professor Turo doing anything to keep them under control? How could you let this happen? I suppose we'll find out. Yeah, right, because it's not like the oh-so-brilliant Professor Turo ever messes up. Come on, Sam, let's get into that research station. And that makes it inmate to station number 3. How are we doing after walking, battling, and whatnot? Anyone need a rest? You feeling rough, Penny? No, it's not that. I've just been thinking ever since the professor mentioned that time machine. The Pokemon here in Area Zero came from the time of the future, right? So what about Miraidon? Isn't it pretty likely that it's also one of the future Pokemon? Yeah, you got a point. Huh. I think you're onto something. It is kind of giving off future vibes. Even its name sounds future-y. Wait a sec, I totally forgot. Hey, Arvin. You had Miraidon's ball, and you told us about its forms in the first place. You must know something about it, right? Oh, you still remember from way back? No wonder you're still everybody's little star pupil. Guess I've got no choice then, but I'll tell you what I know. That Professor Miraidon, that is. That Pokemon, Miraidon, that is. It was found by my dad when he was working on his time machine. I believe it would be best for me to take over the explanations at this point. Professor Turo. Alright. Miraidon, which I entrusted to Sam, was the first Pokemon that was successfully retrieved from the future by our time machine. Seriously? With all the analysis of its genetic makeup, as well as its behavioral patterns, I came to realize what it was that I discovered was in fact a futuristic form of Cyclizar, the Pokemon commonly ridden in this region. Wait, that makes sense. Well, that makes sense, I guess. They do look alike. Many other Pokemon also came to this place from across the boundaries of time. But I was never able to bring over more than 2 specimens of Miraidon. Huh? You mean there's another one around here somewhere? What if they're family? The other one could still be somewhere in Area Zero, waiting to finally be reunited with our Miraidon. That's not really how that's going to work out. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. That's not how that's going to work out, because I've played this game. I know how the story goes. Heartwarming family reunion. Exactly. Imagine how thrilled they'll be if we can get the family back together after all this time. Family, huh? Yeah, that sounds nice. If we can proceed, Sam. Please disable the next lock using the central panel there. Alright. Time to open. Do you want to press a button to disable one of the locks on the Zero Lab? Alright. Lock disabled, 1 of 4 locks still active. Well done. Only 1 remains now. Please continue on to the final research station. Yeah, we're reaching the bottom. Our time machine research has yielded Triumph, a Pokemon from the distant future. I named it Miraidon. I was expecting 1 new life form, new life to treasure, but what fortune to be blessed with this gift as well. Yeah, they're specifically talking about Arvin. Want to lie down for rest? Yes. Also, I find it interesting. Like in the story, obviously in the story, Professor Sada and Professor Turo are Arvin's parents, of course. But in this version of the story, Arvin's dad is the one that's negligent. He's a negligent father. So where's the that also brings the question of where the mother is in this version of the story. I would imagine. I don't know. I'd imagine complications during childbirth, which is the only real explanation I can think of. Or if she left or something. They don't fully explain that, but yeah, Professor Turo is interesting because he's the dad in this timeline, whereas it makes perfect sense why Professor Sada wouldn't be around, why Professor Sada isn't around, obviously. And well, actually, I think that comes up in both cases because obviously his dad, that means Professor Sada had a husband that disappeared in Scarlet. So I'm a little confused. I'm a little interested to know how that works and what the story behind that is. There's probably something going on with that. Or the possible explanation when we get into the anime is that, because we're not currently, so Miraidon's a future Pokemon. No wonder no one's seen it before. Sam, you gotta let me battle Miraidon right now. It's not gonna come out of its it still won't come out of its Pokeball. Oh, right. That was the first I've heard of it coming from the future myself. It was just some weird Pokemon my dad brought home all of a sudden one day. We all lived together at the House Lab for a little while. My dad made me promise to keep it a secret, and I had to take care of it for him, too. So that's why he knew so much about it. Yeah, but then one day, Miraidon just went nuts against some wild Pokemon. A few of the folks living nearby ended up seeing it, so the secret was out. Once that happened, my dad took it and went back to Area Zero. Guess that makes sense if a Pokemon coming from a different age. Yeah, if people found out, it'd be all over the news. I didn't see my dad for Miraidon again after that, for ages. Looking back on now, it seems stupid, but I felt like I lost my dad because of Miraidon. It was the worst feeling ever. I just hated Miraidon and everything about it. Didn't want to even talk about it. I'm sorry for not telling you what I knew sooner, Sam. You should be sorry. Shoot, that's like the coolest thing ever, and you didn't tell any of us? Yep, sure would have been great to know all that relevant info before we got here. Dang, you guys, harsh. Alright, in any case, and I believe in this cave system over here, if I'm remembering correctly, and if the pattern holds from the from the other game, if I am correct about this, there he is. There he is. Iron Bundle. We can catch him. I don't want to kill him, but at the same time, I don't really... Oh. I forgot Freeze Ray does super effective damage. I didn't mean to kill him. I forgot that was how that worked. Alright, well, there will be more opportunities down in deeper in. I didn't mean to kill him, but we'll find more of him. Because that's the thing. That's what's interesting about this. Iron Bundle is uniquely the only Pokemon that's down here. It's uniquely that's case in point. Here he is again. It's unique. He's unique. Iron Bundle and he shares this trait with Screamtail because I've learned this. Iron Bundle and Screamtail are uniquely the only Paradox Pokemon other than the Titan Pokemon that can be caught prior to the climax. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Acrobatics. Ow. Goddamn freeze dry, man. They really did just take Delibird and crank him up to 11, didn't they? They really did. Zenheim butt. I can survive another one of those. Flip turn. What move was that? Hold on a second. What does that do? I need to catch him now to figure out what that does. Alright. Come on, Iron Bundle. Ah. Ah. Iron Bundle. I don't really want to kill it, is the problem. So we are going to pick somebody who can probably roost and survive. Or I'll pick somebody with roost that can heal themselves if something goes wrong. Netball. Nestball. Trick details. I think that... No, wait. I just used one. I think Nestball works on Pokemon that are lower level than me. Yeah. And also perfect because it's a bird Pokemon. But, there it is. Our second Paradox Pokemon. We have Iron Bundle. And I know nothing about him. Iron Bundle says has been added to the Pokedex. It resembles a mysterious object mentioned in an old book. There are only 2 reported sightings of this Pokemon. Interesting. No. Alright, Iron Bundle is sent to your boxes. But we've got Iron Bundle. And now I can go transfer him into the game as well if I want to. And I need to heal my Pokemon because he just killed 2 of them. He just took out 2 of my Pokemon. That's not super great. I got plenty of revives. It'll be fine. I could wait till the research station, but I don't know if I'll have to fight again. So we're probably... Actually, I can't guarantee. We're probably going to have to before we find the next research station. So... Hyper Potion? Okay. Alright, and there's another Iron Bundle. Yeah, it's weird. Iron Bundle's the only Iron Bundle, Screamtail, and obviously the Titan Pokemon. They're the only Pokemon encountered during this in this area before the climax. It's interesting. I'd assume the story is that they escaped and got out, but I don't know for sure. I think it's implied they escaped. And are the only ones to... Oh my gosh, look at all these huge, gorgeous crystals. They go all the way to the bottom. One slip and we can kiss our short lives goodbye. Oh, good call. Watch your step. So the professor's down there somewhere, waiting for us. And that's fine. Totally fine. Alright, team. Watch yourselves and get to the bottom. Let's get to the bottom of this thing. This place looks so unreal. Maybe there really is treasure down here, like the stories say. Yeah, this place looks like something from a whole other world. Maybe it makes you feel like you've already died and went somewhere. Is it just me, or do the crystals here get off the same glow as when Pokemon to rationalize? There's got to be some sort of connection. Only one way to find out. Come on, everybody, let's keep moving. We gotta go all the way down. Alright. But yeah, we've got a ways to go yet. Hello! Yeah, we just gotta make our way to the bottom. There's also Glamoras and a whole bunch of other things down here, but I've already got them registered in my Pokedex. I don't really need to do that again. Iron bundles. Yeah, there's just a bunch of iron bundles everywhere. So Miraidon came through the time machine. They lived here a while with the professor, along with others of its kind. That seems to be the story. So we brought it back home, kind of. Or its second home, at least. I guess this place should feel familiar to it, sure. That's great. A great chance to unwind and bask in the familiarity. That doesn't exactly jibe with how it's been acting all spooked since we got here. It doesn't seem eager to come out of its ball anytime soon, either. Really? I thought it was just scared because we were up so high. Who said it was scared of heights? When Miraidon was acting early, I think something bad happened in here. Sometimes you gotta go seeing a place that you just got bad memories of. It was the exact for me when I was ignored by everyone in class. Just thinking about it made me want to hide away somewhere, so I know how it feels. Penny. Also that's, so maybe this just got hurt in every reason. I didn't want to fight you. Wait, hold on a second. Alright, they were starting to first definitely run. Alright, wait, okay. So we can't know for sure, but it doesn't change his battle form anymore, right? So I think it's possible. But I think it's so sad. We gotta do something to make it feel better. And no, I'm not just saying that because it's super Miraidon myself. Seriously, well at least you said it's not one of us. No matter your kind, unbelievable in a mostly good way. Alright. Also, thank you Big Strawberry for the follow. I appreciate you. I very much appreciate you for coming to hang out. Thank you for the follow. And we're not trying to fight. Also, I see... Couldn't get away. Okay. This thing's mean. Alright. I see the iron bundles everywhere, but I saw a... What was it? I saw a Hydreigon. I'm pretty sure all the pseudo-legends can be caught down here, actually. I think some of them are version exclusive, but they should all be findable down here. So you should be able to couch them. Right, I did see it fly off this way, so I kind of want to see where it is. Yeah, all of the pseudo-legends can be found down here, I think, for the most part. All of the ones that are in the game, at the very least. I don't think all of them are findable in this game, but the ones that are down here. I did see it. This is the way forward, but I did see it. Oh! Also, Echo Sway, thank you for following me as well. I appreciate that. Alright, run. Alright, I don't really want to fight Garganacl right now. We're gonna go around him. I want to see if I can find this Hydreigon. And because I did see a Hydreigon. I know I did. I saw it floating around here like a UFO. I know I saw it. Now that's how Hydreigon flies, by the way. It doesn't have... It's not even a... It's not flying type. It's Dragon Dark. The way it flies is through Levitate. Yeah, there he is. Wait, no. Huh? Why is it... Oh! That's not Hydreigon. Iron Jugulus. Hello! I found an Iron Jugulus. Okay. I guess. Okay. I don't even know what it's... Well, presumably it's part dragon. Because of how Paradox Pokemon are established to work. They share a type with their original apparent relative. And that's how they work. Okay. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I didn't know Iron Jugulus was just out and about. Apparently he was the entire time, and I just didn't know. Alright, get in my Nest Ball. I believe Nest Balls are more efficient the lower the level you are between me and my Pokemon. Ow. Ow. It was almost caught. It was almost caught, but not quite. I didn't even know this guy was down here. I didn't even know this guy was down here. I literally, legitimately, I thought it was like, I thought, oh, it's only Iron Bundle and Screamtail. I didn't think there was other Pokemon down here, other Paradox Pokemon that were just out and about and loose. I didn't think about that. Get my ball. Or not. You can ignore it. Ow. Jesus Christ. This thing gets some interesting moves, I'll give it that. I will give it that. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try a different type of Pokeball. Dust Ball. Dust Ball should be plant. Dust Ball has the best catch rate of anything, and we're currently in a cave where it's literally... No. Dust Ball is supposed to have the best catch rate. But apparently it's not working. Okay. Let's go with Wetzel. I didn't even know this thing was... That now begs the question, do I have to go back to Scarlet and find another one? Crunch? Not very effective. So at the very least, we know it's part Dark type. Because we know Dragon doesn't resist this. Okay. We're going to catch it in a Dust Ball. Okay. I didn't know you were down here, friends. Get my Pokeball. Iron Jugulus was caught. Alright. I guess it makes sense why its name is Iron Jugulus, because it's got 3 mouths. That tracks. Okay, Iron Jugulus. It's possible that Iron Jugulus, an object described in an old book, may actually be this Pokemon. Okay. Alright, Iron Jugulus has been dated and added to the Pokedex. Alright. Dark Fly. Okay, so it does it. Okay, that makes sense. It had Levitate before, but it didn't actually fly. So now it's Dark Flying. And not Dark Dragon. Interesting. Okay, Iron Jugulus, go into my Pokedex. I didn't know he was down here. And also, we're missing one in between then. Alright. Let's check that. That's weird, though. I wasn't expecting to find another Paradox Pokemon. I thought, oh, it's just Iron Bundle. No, there's more than that. Iron Bundle, and then what's in between them? Oh. Well, that's number 4. I'm assuming we'll see it. But that was a very pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to find him. So does that mean there's more just out and about and loose? Probably not. I'm probably not meant to find them yet. probably not meant to. Alright, I'm not even going to waste healing items. I'm just going to go straight for the research station. Because it's literally right here. Iron bundle. I was not expecting him to be down here. That was a surprise. That was very much a surprise. I did not expect to see him. I thought I was going for a high. Then I remembered. No, Hydreigon's version exclusive, so it shouldn't be. I'm not realizing now. Hydreigon's version exclusive, so I shouldn't have been able to see him in the regardless. I guess that should have been my clue that wasn't Hydreigon. I guess that should have been my clue. Alright, and I don't see... I see you floating around on a rock. Alright. And this one's different. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's all sorts of messed up. Well, what happened? This place is a mess. It looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. Dad, Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything in here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hello, children. Hello. What the heck? Stop that! You're creeping us out! Hello, children. Initiating restart. The professor must be having some sort of weird connection problems or something, huh? Well, it definitely weird, at least. Almost like, I don't know. If it was he meant it as a joke, it wasn't funny. I've still got goosebumps and all. Alright, let's read the books. I need more people, more time. That woman walked out not long after the boy was... Okay, so the woman... I'm just right now realizing this is the story it's supposed to be like... Yeah, the wife left. I need to know a set of hands, but could they be trusted? And how long would it take for them to even understand? If there was only there were two of me. My new assistant has intellect and technical skills to rival my own. A bit rich at times, I've got no serious complaints. Productivity is doubled. We even brought a second Miraidon via the machine, though this one has moved aggressive. Yep. Do you want to press the button to disable the lock? Yep, we're at the ends, so let's do it. You know what you need to do, better press it. All locks disabled. Hello, can you hear me now? Please forgive my previous transmission. There seems to be some signal interference. That's not what that was. What do you mean, Arvin? The locks have all been disabled at last. Please make your way down to the Zero Lab, which lies at the very bottom of Area 0. Okay. Time to rest. I'll lay down for a rest. Yes. Because we need to. We just need to rest. Okay. You, Daffy Duck, and the rest of your party feel full of energy again. Perfect. Alright, now let's go finish this. We need to reach the bottom and reach the Zero Lab. And here's the thing I'll openly admit to. I got hopelessly turned around in my Scarlet playthrough when I got down here. Because I went to explore. There was definitely something off of the professor just now. I'll explain a bit. Maybe it was just a little dramatic flair to get us all jazzed up for adventure. What? That got you jazzed? Yeah, maybe even big time jazzed. You need to go see a doctor. That's just not right. Say, I'm pretty sure that call was really... never mind. It's nothing. What's wrong, Arvin? You seem kind of down. No matter how things turn out, I'm counting on you to see things through. Okay. I see a Garchomp. I don't think there's any other Paradox Pokemon down here. Well, other than that, because I didn't see any when I played through my version of the game. So, I'm not entirely sure. I'm mostly doing this blind, but I am kind of sort of doing it based on what I know. Steel Terra Shard. There's Iron Bundle. And a Garganackle. I don't want any salt. Go away. I don't want your salt. Get your salty mitts away from me. Yeah, he's just a big old rock salt golem. I do like him, but, you know, not when I'm trying to play through the game and get to the bottom. Alright. Iron bundle. Okay. I am just seeing a bunch of... This is mirrors my experience from Scarlet. Just all of the iron bundles just hanging out here. And I didn't really see anything else beyond that until I got to the end. So I have no idea where the other ones would be, if they are down here. I didn't see any of them. That was the first time I encountered a Pokemon outside of Iron Bundle. That was the first time I encountered a second Paradox. Third Paradox Pokemon, because you can technically catch 3 before the climax, it seems like. There's just one randomly roaming around the place. And I did not know that. Now I know that. I don't see anything else. There's a Glamora, but that's not really what I'm after. I already have a Glamora. I don't need another one. I can just catch and register that to my Pokedex whenever I want. So... Alright, Shadow Ball. Alright. Dun sparse, dun sparse, dun sparse, dun sparse, dun sparse. This is not the way down. But the way down is over here. Yeah, and we're not gonna just wander around for a bit, because that's what I did. There are some things I can find by wandering around. Hello! Dun sparse! So this is where you hang out, buddy. Please don't engage in the Dun sparse without me, though. Okay, anyhoozle. Time to open the Zero Lab. Have we finally reached the deepest part? We've made it. Ready to see if those legends of treasure down here are for real? Heh, yeah, right. That's just all fluff that we have to fill the textbooks. Rototo. Hello, children. You've done well to make it here. The structure you see before you is the Zero Lab. That's where you are, right, Professor? But wait, why does it look like the whole place is being swallowed up by crystals? The crystals down here in Area 0 possess a peculiar energy. This energy can alter the functions of living things and optimize the performance of machinery. It's the same energy that allows Pokemon to terrestrialize. So the entire building's been terrestrialized? Is that what you're saying? Don't be silly, Arvin. The professor implied something important about Terra Orbs just now. They're made from the crystals down here in Area 0, aren't they? Indeed, though not many know it. Since you've disabled all 4 locks, the gate to Zero Lab should be open for you. But once you open the gate, you will quickly be confronted with the dangerous Pokemon inside. They will likely make a break for freedom. That sounds like a problem. With the 4 of you working together, you should be able to best them. Prepare yourselves well, then open the gate. I think we're about as well as we can be. You got me and Sam here. Doesn't matter what we're up against. We'll be fine. Yeah, well then that puts all my worries to rest. Let's go press the button. Open the gate to Zero Lab? Yes. We're about as prepared as we can be. Decide to press the button up and open... Hold it. Oh, why? We're finally on the cusp of getting into the lab. Look, if it's true that a bunch of really dangerous Pokemon might come at us, then shouldn't we all also have Miraidon's help? Yeah, if Miraidon were like how we first saw it in the Inland Grotto, that'd be a huge help. I want to see a battle. But it hasn't even wanted to ride us ever since we got down to Area 0. And it can't enter its battle form in the first place. But it's really strong, I know it is. It ate those Urban Mystica we found too. When it really matters, I'm sure it'll fight. And Area 0 is where we used to live. If you bring it out of its ball now, maybe it'll finally find its family too, right? I know, because that's not how this is going to play out. I guarantee you that. That's pretty simple to over by your standards, Arvin. I don't know. Go on, Sam. Let Miraidon out. Okay. Come on out, friend. Yeah. Alright, come on, Sam. Now that we got Miraidon ready, it's time to open the gate. This isn't gonna go well, but I'm with you in spirit, Arvin. Alright. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. The family reunion, it's happening. Whoa, no way. That's not good. Yeah. No, something's not right. That didn't go well. I told them it wouldn't, but they didn't listen to me. Yans. Oh, what's wrong? Are you bummed out that your heartwarming family reunion got cut off so quickly? Are you joking? There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Wait, for real? Just like a Miraidon, poor thing's terrifying. Guess that other one isn't exactly its pal. Yeah, that other Pokemon was giving off some real bad vibes. Not that you should worry a thing about any of that. Once we get you back into your battle form, I'm sure you'll be able to go toe-to-toe against that jerk. If you want, if you want to. So sorry, I guess it doesn't really help, huh? Do you think the other Miraidon was one of the dangerous Pokemon the professor warned us to watch out for? But didn't the professor say the dangerous Pokemon come out from the inside? You mean from inside the gate we just... Ah, there they are. Alright. Here they come. What the... Alright, so this is where I first encountered... So, I guess Screamtail... No, I guess Fluttermane and Iron Jugulus are counterparts, it seems. Alright, time to fight. Oh, that's a lot of Iron Hands. I guess Iron Hands in on it are... I mean, I know that's Iron Hands, because I'm pretty sure... Because that's what they described in the book. Iron Hands... they described Iron Hands as looking like a robotic samurai thing that looks kind of like Hariyama. That's exactly what we're seeing here. Because I remember from the lab there was a book. And it's pretty obvious they're not from here to roll out on friendly welcome mat. There's no way we can handle this many. And don't tell me they're all future Pokemon. We've got a lot of disaster on our hands here. Look, even that fellow's ready to bail. I guess it's my turn. I've been waiting. Come on, Sam. Let's do this together. Alright. Yeah. Oh, we're not fighting Iron Hands yet. Okay. I think having it has a type advantage over you, Nimona, but that's just me. Go sweep. Yep. Alright. Now it won't cause problems anymore. We have made it behave. That might not be as good, but at least it'll have a type advantage over it. Alright. Next up. Wow, they're strong. Now this is a worthwhile challenge. I'm glad you're on our side, but you're still really annoying when you say stuff like that. Yeah, why are they coming at me? Sam, help me out here. Iron Hands! I don't know what it's weak to, and I'm gonna go with Acrobatics. Oh. It takes neutral damage from that. Oh, but not from that. Interesting. Wild Charge! Well, that was fascinating. Yeah? That's about what I expected. Let's go with Thunderbird. Hurricane. Alright. Yeah, the future must be terrifying. Oh. Yeah. Balls up. Oh no, they're running away. Yeah, and if those Pokemon get out, we're gonna have a gigantic mess on our hands. If we don't, we gotta go after them, Penny. Why me? Wait. Yeah, hold on a moment. And why do I get the feeling you're enjoying all this? I hope the two of them can handle their part. But at least the crowd's been thinned out now. Guess it's up to us to deal with what's left. Let's go over this strong-looking one first. I don't think we heal in between these battles. Yeah. Oh, never mind. We do. Oh, we fought one before, so we know what it's weak to. Aqua Step. Liquidation? Down it goes. See, the power of friendship is perfectly in sync, all thanks to our Titan hunting together. Still scared, huh? You worried you might have to face that other one of your kind? Yeah, absolutely. Well then, let me take some of that burden. These stragglers should be nothing. Me and Babasif here can take them. I mean, they've got a type advantage over you, but I'll buy that. So Sam, you take your partner there and go take care of business. Yeah, glad to see you've got some faith in us at last. Babasif can't wait to battle either. Miraidon. You really ruined my whole childhood, you know. But it's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits makes you feel any better about it. You've got amazing powers if you just use them. And you've got us, too. So don't you even think about losing that jerk. Be brave. Stand up and fight. Okay. I believe our Pokemon are all fully healed, and I don't think I need to fix any of its moves. No, it's fully healed. Okay. We're gonna save because the final boss is in here. No, come back. That's not safe for you. Let's save. And there's some issues with if I remember correctly, there's some issues with the pop-in for this area. Yeah. When you spawn into this area, it doesn't quite look right. Oh. Right, I forgot. This is supposed to be the entrance. Human presence detected within the Zero Lab. There he is. Activating sleep mode. Hello, Sam. Thank you for coming. Ah, there's the other Miraidon. No, back to your ball. That one was far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Miraidon fled Area Zero because it lost the other one in a territorial struggle. I'm afraid there is something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Turo. Then who are you? I am an artificial intelligence the Professor created, imbued with his memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot. The real Professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station Number 4. Passed away? Pokémon was not to be blamed. It was the original Professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the Professor wanted nothing more than for the Miraidon to survive and thrive. That is why he threw himself in front of your Miraidon in an attempt to protect it. From the time I first reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Sam, the reason I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing for you to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original Professor created. Okay? Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. I can do that. Alright. Alright, and this is a thing. I don't really know what it is. You can see some strange rock-like clumps of something inside this machine. Confusing questions and phrases are scribbled all over this whiteboard. A microscope and various samples have been left behind. Yeah, and you can sleep right here if you need it. And I'm gonna take it regardless. So... Alright, and then... Your desk documents are scattered on the desk. And then this thing. Boost your energy! An item to be held by a Pokemon with certain abilities. Energy fills... Yeah, this is the thing. This is important. It enables the abilities of Paradox Pokemon to activate without having to be set up. Because normally you have to they set up during harsh sunlight or during electric terrain, which Koraidon and Miraidon respectively set up. With this, you don't have to. They'll just be active, and it'll boost their most proficient stat. Which makes it pretty good. This elevator will take us down to lower level. Step inside. Okay. Time to die, because this is where the game's going to get a little bit difficult. Because we've got the final boss coming up here. And I'm not entirely sure how well this is going to go. I've raised my Pokemon as efficiently as I can, but this is about it. Sam, it's truly a great relief for me that you came. I will answer any questions you have. Is there anything you wish to know? What is an AI, really? An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. A computer draws on the original Professor's knowledge and memories to calculate all my thoughts and actions. The results of those calculations are expressed by this mechanical body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity is not, in fact, possess the knowledge developed with such a sophisticated AI at present. But the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. They're also why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What happened to the real professor? As I explained to you before, the original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, his physical body received grievous injuries and that left it unable to sustain life. I am afraid that this in fact may be difficult for his son Arvin to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is a time machine? The time machine is a device that his original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point of the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present. When he was alive, Professor Choro had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age, what you might call the future Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw future Pokemon to this time. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is it you really want? The original professor had a dream of a world in which future Pokemon might live alongside present-day Pokemon in harmony. But these Pokemon have gained a strange power due to their adaptations in the distant future. And this power has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this current age. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep the future Pokemon from escaping into the rest of Paldea. But we've begun to see Pokemon appear that can break the barrier, such as Iron Treads. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystems of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. He may have been created as a copy of the professor, and yet, I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised. Sam? You have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you have gained to destroy the dream Churro once cherished. Okay? I appreciate your willingness to help. We have reached the lowest level. I do like the time machine room, though. It's very pretty. Behold. This is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. Alright, and we're gonna save. Because this is not a safe place to be. We're gonna save. Because this can be rough. I think all my Pokemon are at the levels they should be for this, but we're gonna just be on the safe side. Hello. To stop the time machine, you will need to use the Professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Violet Book. It was very like the Professor to put the final key we would need in that book, of all places. He loved that volume since childhood. If you place the Violet Book upon the pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There is just one issue. If you try to stop the machine, I will most likely attack you. A artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid it will become more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you have readied yourself in this fight, please place the Violet Book upon the pedestal. I think I'm about as ready as I can go, but I can potentially... Actually, do I have any candies? I have one candy. I think we're gonna give that to you. Well, I have two candies, actually. But I'm gonna give one to the Reaper. And we're gonna give one to Wetzel. That's all I've got for candies. So we're about as prepared as we can get. But I'm gonna leave it saved here. I'm gonna leave my save here. And if anything happens, I can reset. And try again. Alright, time to place the book in the thing. And shut down the time machine. But this is a really cool fight. This is probably one of my favorite final bosses in Pokemon. I really like how it's executed. ID confirmed, Professor Chiro. Access granted. Initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait. Please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It's all up to you now, Sam. AI Chiro switching to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocols. Please, defeat me. At last. At last my dream is within reach. And you're now getting in the way. Yeah, it's really creepy. The professor is speaking to us through his AI robot that he made. AI Chiro has initiated a battle. Iron Moth! Well, I would assume, like Slithermane, this thing is based on Volcarona, so it'll probably be weak to water, just like the other one. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not about to let anyone get in the way of my goals. Alright. Aqua Step. Oh. Do you imagine you can best about the day of my souls with your human brain? This is the power the distant future holds. Splendid, isn't it? Alright. Now, this is interesting. Child, do you actually understand future Pokemon's weaknesses? It's so creepy, but so well done. Iron Bundle. I'm gonna switch to something that can deal with that. That would take neutral damage. One. No. Because I'm pretty sure Iron Bundle will have Freeze Dry, which will cause problems. I think regardless, I'm going to die. I'm going to get my ass kicked by it. Even if I have a type advantage over it, I'm still going to get my ass kicked by it. He also doesn't properly throw his Pokeballs, he just drops them. It's really cool. I had a feeling. Alright. Please dry. Alright. Gotcha ball. Snow skate. Alright. Iron Thorns? I don't really know. I'm just gonna go with Katie for as a safe bet. Iron Thorns. And I'm losing connection right at the... Okay, and it is a... Alright, I lost a connection. The internet. I'm currently on the bad internet. Okay, there we go. Axe kick. Iron Thorns? Alright. Axe kick, hopefully don't miss. Okay. Iron Jugulis. I think Thunderbird will be good here. We fought Iron Jugulis before, so we know exactly what we're fighting. Okay. Electro Ball. Electro Ball. Oh boy. Snow stopped. Keep current Pokemon. Iron Hands. Hurricane. Hurricane. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'm waiting for my internet to come back so I can see the fight. Because I'm currently on the crap internet. Because we don't have the other internet currently. Come on! Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright. Wait, come on. Okay, we're good. Hurricane. Iron Hand should still be confused, though. Not much of a threat. Hurricane. Okay. Iron Valiance. This is the one that I've heard was based on Gardevoir from the book. I think they'll be fine to send out either Katie or Wetzel, I think. Yeah, Wetzel. Let's go with Wetzel. But we're on his last Pokemon, so it's fine. Everything is proceeding within my expectations. I'm afraid the possibility of you winning is 0. Iron Valiance. Oh, that's cool looking. Booster Energy. Okay, its attack is boosted, but that's... It should take neutral damage from Crunch, I think, right? Oh, no, it resisted. Let's try Play Rough. This thing is fascinating me, so I'm not really favoring my chances here. really know what to kill it with. What do I kill it with? I got my internet's crapped out. Come on. I really don't know. It doesn't tell me what its typing is, unless I catch it. We're gonna go for an axe kick and hope that's good. Spirit Break. Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to beat this, because I am not built around them. This thing's annoying. Okay. I may have to restart this fight because of the Iron Valiant. And I don't really want to have to do that. Come on. Just like I calculate, critical hit to your Pokemon. It's time for you to simply give up, child. Okay, I may have to redo this fight. I got through it no problem, but Iron Valiant is proving to be more of a challenge. Come on. I'm not really sure what to do. I'm backed into a corner with this. Legitimately. My only real hope is to hope I have enough revives to make it get rid of some of its moves. That's really all I've got. Just hold on to it. Just go around the loop until it's unable to do anything. I really should look at what this thing does. I've lost connection again to internet. God damn it. Gotta be something I can do. Just stall it out? Because currently, I don't have enough Pokemon to hold on to handle it. Second cut has 20 PP. So I don't think we're going to be able to stall it out. Brick Break has... Of course I lost more internet. Come on! Brick Break has 15. All of its move have above 15 PP, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle this. I don't think I'm gonna legitimately be able to handle this thing. But what typing is it? Very fighting. I'm gonna chance it. I'm gonna take a chance on it. And go Hurricane. There's no way this is gonna work. And I'm probably gonna have to redo this entire sequence again. Do I do keep... Because I don't have enough revives to go around. There's no way this is gonna work, but I think regardless I'm screwed, so... Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to gamble on that. Okay, gotta try that again. Hurry back to the safe location. Oh, and it does start me over here. Okay. Pokedex has been updated. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, I want to do this again, but this is... brutal. There's a word. Brutal comes to mind. I think we need to get out of here and buy more revives and other items. Okay. And if my internet could come back and stop being a piece of garbage for 5 minutes as I'm trying to stream, that would be lovely. Thank you. Yelling at it works. Somehow. Alright, let's get back to... Let's get outside. And we're gonna use our map. Because we can fast travel out of here. Arvin has confirmed that. We can fast travel here and come back. We're gonna go to... I don't think it matters. We're gonna go to Mezagoza. And we're gonna buy a bunch of items. Not that I can afford them, but we're gonna buy it. See what we can buy. Okay. I'm gonna try this again. And we are going to find the map. We're just gonna fast travel on back over. And we're gonna try the AI turtle fight again. Because this is currently the only way in and out. So we're gonna have to do a bit of backtracking because we need to go to research station number 4. I believe is the closest research station, and then we gotta just walk back in. But yeah, it's designed in a way where you can fast travel back to it, so you don't have to worry about it. Research station number 4. Okay. Okay, well now I know. Never mind right on here. Okay, I gotta walk all the way back. Unfortunately. But it should be a faster trip. Because I don't think I have Arvin or anybody else with me. Alright, let's just go. Alright, let's go do this again. I don't like having to do it again. This is the first time I've had to... Well, actually, no. Because I've been struggling a bit with this because of my team that I built. Ah! Okay, now they start roaming. Now, once you've gotten to that point in the game, they start roaming around. That tracks with what we know about the game. Alright. Alright, we got our phone. And we can just make it be... And Arvin's no longer here. I'm noticing. Arvin is not here because he's currently... Well, I guess that makes sense. You're not supposed to... If you go down to AI Turo, he does come in shortly after. So it makes sense that he wouldn't be here. It makes perfect sense. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna try this fight again. I think, well, since we know what it's weak to, we should be able to handle it. And of course, the internet decides to take a crap again. I wish that we had the good internet and I didn't have to use the bad one, but the bad one seems like it's here to stay for the time being. So... Alright. Let's save again. Should be able to handle it, regardless, but I think... We now know what it's weak to, so it shouldn't be too big... We now know what its Pokemon are, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. Okay, but this is brutal. This is a brutal... I was not prepared for getting... Well, I should have been a little bit prepared. I guess I should have not surprised. It's the final boss of a Pokemon game. It should be decently difficult. I did have a bit more of a balanced team though, so that in my start playthrough. So it makes sense I did it first try here, whereas here I'm struggling a little bit. Because I decided to use a different team. And see if I could still do it. Alright, we've already seen all the cutscene shenanigans with this. Time to fight him again. Time to fight him again. Fortunately, we know what he's weak to this time, so we shouldn't be struggling anymore. We know exactly what we're doing. I don't know who you think you are, but I'm not allowed to even get in the way of my goals. Aqua Step. I survived that. You imagine you can mess about today in my Soldier of the Human Brain. Oh. Fantastic. This is the power distant future holds. Splendid, isn't it? Now this is interesting, child. Do you actually understand future Pokemon's weaknesses? Okay. Iron Moth fainted. That's one of his Pokemon down. Iron Bundle. Nah, keep Daffy Duck. I think we'll outspeed it. Because if we have one last thing on Aqua Step. Even though we are paralyzed, we should be able to outspeed it. Of course, freeze dry could also be a problem, but... Thunderbird. Electro Ball. We'll survive the freeze dry. We're gonna use a revive right away on Daffy Duck. Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling we were going down, so regardless, so I figured I would go for the revive. One bird. Deal with it. Low kick. Internet. Internet, please. Internet, please. Alright. Everybody's level 67. Iron Hands! Keep current Pokemon. Air Slash? I think I'm faster than it though, otherwise. By a lot. So if we can flinch it. Yeah! Nope, that's about what I expected. Okay, Longbird's going down. Should have figured. I think I outspeed it. Then headbutt. Switch Pokemon. Katie's got this. And now we need to worry about... He should be on his second to last. He should be on his second to last. No, third to last. Never mind. Axe Kick. Don't mess with it. If we mess with it, we're screwed. Okay. What? Some sort of error script here. Recalculating for critical damage. Come on. Yeah, come on. Iron Juggulus. Actually, I should take neutral damage from Axe Kick, so I think it'll be fine. Come on. Internet, come back, please. Okay. Axe Kick. Okay. Alright. Bag. And use a revive. Thunderbird. That's a ball. Okay. Level 67. Get current Pokemon. If everything is proceeding as within my expectations, it's afraid that possibility of you winning is 0. And then the Quirk Drive, we're a little worried about. Booster energy. Yeah. Attack heightens. You're my final opponent. I just need to get past you. Yeah, okay. Hurricane. Perfect! Ha 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 ha! Okay, it just took me a second try. I just need to make sure I had Thunderbird. Because I had a feeling it would be weak to Hurricane. I had a feeling it would be weak to Hurricane. And it paid off. Oh, I took a gamble and it worked. It did take me 2 tries, but I got it. I think that's it. Sam! What is this? Did you already beat the baddies without me? Okay, out with it, you. Who are you, really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally... He has finally been stopped. You're really not my dad, are you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you, my... Sorry, you were alone so long, Arvid. Dad? Yeah, what's left of them is in there, yeah. Security system failure, security system failure. Now for the final sequence of this. Because this isn't the only fight we have to do. That's the time. Yeah, they don't. We have to now we have to actually shut down the time machine. Well, what's going on? Is this another army of Pokemon that's on way here? It cannot be. Obstacles preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating priority-based protection protocol to remove the offending obstacle. What? Was keeping the time machine running truly all the professor cared about? Locking all Pokeballs except those registered to Turo's ID. Wait, what? Program initializing. Gathering Turo's scroll energy. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. All AI Turo disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initiated. Yeah, we got another one into this. You're not getting in my way. Come on. Really? Right at the best possible part the internet craps out. Oh, come on. I hope that's in the recording. I hope that's in the recording in VOD. Because that's definitely that's the most cool part of this. And, well, I have the other version of this. I have my actual recorded playthrough. So it'll be fine, but I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset that the internet crapped out right at that point. Miraidon! Yep. Can't battle. Can't battle without a Pokemon on the field. It's true, our Pokeballs won't work. How are we even supposed to battle? Here it is. This is where it gets cool. Now it has its battle form. Yeah. This is the cool part. Hadron engine. Ah. Okay. They got Power Gem. So let's try Power Gem. Such a cool sequence. It changed its spell form. Let's go, Miraidon. You got this. Electro Drift? You will fall here, with us in the Star in Paradise, and achieve nothing in the end. Okay, that didn't work. I was suspecting that. You will not be allowed to destroy my paradise. Obstacles to my goal will be eliminated. Alright, this looks like it'll be bad. Hang in there, Sam. Power Gem! The data it says I am far superior. Fall and become a foundation within the spirit dream will be built. Alright, I toughed it out so you wouldn't feel sad. You took that hit like a champ. You're gonna do this. I know you can. Alright. Power Gem. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, can we really not pull off a win here? This doesn't look good. Hey Sam, your tire orb is glowing. Sam, Miraidon's trash light and finishes off. Alright, time to do this. Battle. Terra Actualize. Terra Ballast. And that's how you finish it. That's game. You do the Paradise Protection Protocol. That's game. We've done it. You did it. It's not going berserk anymore. How? How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you go back to normal? Yes, a completely unforeseen outcome, even for an AI processing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves. The courage to hold faith in your friends. And the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how challenging a future may await you, I believe you will be capable of walking whatever paths you choose for yourselves now, with pride. I thank you, Sam. I thank all you children. But I'm afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop for as long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures the machine reboots when stopped. Huh? What does that mean? I'm sorry. You know, when I was watching all of your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied you your freedom. The way you came together, working in league with your fellows who caring for them. That way you sought strength to better yourselves, and throwing all you had into your battles. The way you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way you never ceased to seek, nor to fight for a treasure all your own. Ah, and the way you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish for that too. I may be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I may treasure above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the future that I have dreamed of. What? You can't just leave now, right when we finally reached you. I'm going only so that the time machine can I'm not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that future world for myself. Is that what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? Really? Really? Right in the emotional moment. Really? Oh, the internet conking out has the most comedic of timing. It really does. Alright, any case. However, I'm sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all my thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any. Your father truly loved you. You can't. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No, I suppose you're right. I am sorry. However, Miraidon, Sam, it's a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Dad! Farewell, Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. How couldn't you just go? Dad. Arvin, you okay, bud? He's not. Not in the slightest. I understand that. Yeah, somewhere deep down, I kind of already knew it. I knew that thing was fake, but it said my name, using his voice and wearing his face. Even if it was fake, it felt real, you know? And so I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was saying. That's okay. Gias. I guess Mariana said too. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to nudge me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I'm seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey, now, let's not skip over the big win here. Sam and Miraidon just saved all of Paldea. That's right. You both did amazing. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bud Sam for you. You know, Arvin, even if the professor's gone, I bet he's finally having a real fun adventure all of his own in the future. Yeah, thanks, Penny. Yeah, sorry. What should we do now, Sam? Let's go home. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's make our way home. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... Sounds great if we can load up on snacks for some in. Hey, Sam, not you too. Okay, fine. I guess we're doing this. And muting the audio. Yeah, because Ed Sheeran does the end credits for this, I should mention. So we're just gonna mute the audio real fast. That should not be recording now. But yeah, in any case, that's Pokemon Violet. I love the game just as much as I did Pokemon Scarlet. I did enjoy Violet. Violet was fun. Same complaints I had with Violet though. Obviously they had some issues with the whole, you know, they had quite a few issues with in regards to how the game was, well, in regards to programming the game. Obviously, the game was fun. The game's still as fun as any other Pokemon game, but there were a lot of bugs as a result of them just not having enough time to polish it, and I don't really know who's in charge of that, but that kind of needs to be fixed. Somebody needs to negotiate better time so Game Freak can actually, you know, make their games, well, polish their games. The game's good, just needs to polish, and that's it. But other than that, I really didn't have much complaints. It's a really fun Pokemon game. The Paldea region was fun to explore. I liked the Paradox Pokemon. I'm not sure which group of Paradox Pokemon I like more. I mean, I like Miraidon design-wise, but I kind of like the past Paradox Pokemon a little bit more because they look, you know, very dinosaur-like, and that's kind of cool. But, I don't really know who I like more, so I'm kind of just going. But, yeah, this isn't gonna be the end of the stream, because we are gonna move right into the post-game today. We're just gonna keep rolling right on. We still got a bit more to go after this, but, overall, the game's fun. I do enjoy it. If you like open world games, this is a great addition to that. It's more of an open world RPG, but and there are better open world games on the Switch. I'll admit that. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. That one came out a bit not too long ago, so Tears of the Kingdom I recommend. I've been playing through it, having a blast. But for an open world RPG, again, there's also better ones. Xenoblade Chronicles is actually a great series to get into. That's great. But if you want to play it, but yeah, the game itself is pretty fun. I enjoyed a lot of the story elements. I loved all the gym leader designs. I loved the Titan Pokemon. I loved how every type got a representation in this game. That's something that's really cool. That's something we haven't really seen much of. And what else? It's just a fun honestly, it's just a fun game. That's all I really got for it. It's just good. It's just a good game. I like the game. Yeah, but, also, I do like how Ed Sheeran is doing you guys probably, if I've done it correctly, you guys don't hear any of that, because Twitch's copyright system is never going to let me hear the end of that, if I do. But, you know, it's a fun game, overall. Pretty fun. I liked, obviously Ed Sheeran being on this is also pretty huge, because he's a pretty big artist. But, overall, a pretty fun story, pretty fun game. Time travel, of course, is kind of an irregular thing in Pokemon, but it did work here. I always loved seeing time travel stories and those kind of things, so that was pretty fun. And I think I can unmute it now. I think I'm safe. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay. But in any case, that's all I really got on this. It's just a fun. I've said all I wanted to say on my Pokemon Scarlet playthrough. So if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel yet, and you haven't watched my Pokemon Scarlet playthrough, they're in the same playlist, so go check those out. But, overall, I do like the game. Miraidon and Miraidon are fun for what they are. They're great ways to get around the map. And obviously expanding it is a great way to do it. And I love how all the different story things expanded different things that you can do. Obviously, the gym challenge does what it normally does, where you get more, you get more Pokemon, where you get to catch more Pokemon. But also, and then there's, and I doubt the AI, I doubt it's gonna let me, but it is it's muted for a reason, but, I doubt, but, although I've learned that if it's in the credits, probably fine, but I don't think Pokemon is gonna be, I don't think Twitch is gonna do that, because Twitch, they're kind of a mess. They're a bit of a hot mess in terms, as a social media site, so I would be a little bit surprised if they didn't flag me on that. Thank you, treasured friend. Thank you. I appreciate coming here. And there's the end. Of course, right as the credits stop rolling, it conks out again. Fantastic. Thank you, game. Okay, but now we're getting to roll right into the post game, and I get to explain something to you guys now. So, here's the thing. Ding dong, ding dong. Calling students to the director's office. Miss Sam, Miss Nomoto, Master Arvin, and Miss Penny. Director Cloud would like to see you in his office. Dong ding ding dong. Alright, but here's the thing. Now we have to go to the director's office, but try to change Miraidon's form. So here's the unique thing. If you set like Miraidon while in the main menu's options, you can now have it change between its battle form and its ride form. Yeah, so here's the thing. I'm gonna demonstrate this by putting... I'm gonna demonstrate this by... Well, I actually put somebody in the box, so I'm gonna put Wetzel in the box. Your party's full. Yes, we're gonna move to the rest of the boxes. And Miraidon is now ready to battle. So here's the thing, Miraidon is a battle. Once it was essential boxes. So here's the thing: once you've beaten the story, Miraidon is now just available as to be battled with, and he is a permanent addition to your party. He cannot be gotten, and I do mean that he can't be gotten rid of in any sort of circumstances. He can't be traded. This specific version of Miraidon can't be gotten rid of. He can't be traded. He can't be put in your boxes. He can't be sent to Pokemon Home. None of that works with him. Unfortunately, he's just stuck here. Unfortunately, which unfortunately means we can't take him with. But it does mean that he's and that makes sense because you're allowed to use him as a ride Pokemon, and obviously you're supposed to keep him as a ride Pokemon. So it makes sense that he would be bound to the game and be card coded in. But essentially, Miraidon is just here, and we can check his summary. He has all the moves that he did in the battle: Power Gem, Electric Drift, Endure, and Terra Blast. Although we didn't really need to use Endure. And also, it has Hadron Engine. Turns on Electric Operation. The futuristic engine within the Pokemon also boosts a special attack stat on electric terrain. So it does gain a stat boost when it's on electric terrain, which does help it during the final battle. But yeah, you can just send him out, and he will battle with you. Which is pretty cool. But of course, you don't have to use him, and you don't have to. It's cool, and you can. Return to ride form. Yeah, and then it just returns to ride form when you're not using him. But also because of that, but I also believe once you've done that, he will actually. We're gonna move Wetzel back into the party as well. And you guys need to go. I have all of my Pokemon from all of my other games here as well. Actually, no, I think yeah, there they all are. Yeah, I have them all registered in the Pokedex. I forgot I transferred them in. But here they all are. Here's every Pokemon I have ever battled with. And they're just here now. For fun. Which I do like. I do like that they're here and I can register them. Not all of them, of course, but most of them can be registered. But, yeah, and then also if you check the Pokedex, Miraidon will be registered in it. Yeah, Miraidon is number 400. Miraidon the Paradox Pokemon, Ultimate Mode. Alright, this seems to be in the Iron Serpent mentioned in an old book. The Iron Serpent is said to have turned the land to ash with its lightning. Scary, but okay. And now we have all of the... And also it seems like all of the... similar to our other Pokemon that we encountered, it seems they're separated out. So, we know that's... Okay, so Iron Valiant is just separated out from its other members of its trio, from its other members of its group. Same like Roaring Moon. And also, I think it's based on Mega Evolution, so that makes sense as well. But I don't know where to find him. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go down to the depths and find him again. Iron Hands, of course. We haven't found him yet. Iron Hands. Fighting Electric. Pretty cool. But we have them all. We have them all, and now we can find them all. We do have to register them. Fire Poison. Ooh! Okay, but that also means it's really weak to ground type moves. Fire Poison, though, is pretty cool. Okay. Iron Thorns, I think, is... What is it? Rock Electric. It seems to be a recurring thing. A lot of them are electric type. Well, not all of them, but... It's weird that it happens twice. Being perfectly honest, it's weird that two of them have electric as their secondary typing. It's interesting. But also... Nothing yet. But... Yeah, Pokédex is done. Well, not done, but we are working on it. And we do need to find all the Pokemon that we're missing. And, obviously, catching them all is going to be a big way to do that. Yeah, we just need to find them all. And I don't really know where they are. I'm being perfectly honest, although the hats are back. The Hatrim line is back. That's cool. Bagon. I'm pretty sure some of these are version exclusive, so I'm not going to be able to find all of them. You guys, I just need to catch and evolve. I know where you guys are. Pineco, I need to catch and evolve. I just need to do all of that. But we're not gonna be doing. That's something we can fix for next time. So, but yeah, everything is registered here, so it's fine. Yeah, and then some of these are easy to find. I can find them all. Garganackle, I just need to raise the one I have and trade it over. I think it'll be fine. But I think, yeah, I think in terms of Pokemon I need to find, I think all of them I found so far. I'm just gonna clear these out because I don't want that notification just being there. Being like, yeah, you didn't check your entire Pokedex. Please go do that. It seems like, okay. Yeah, I'm missing some, but not all of them. Alright. Okay, in any case, let's go move on to the rest of the story. Because now we get to roll right into the post-game. You have to roll right on into the post-game, which is fantastic. So, here's the thing about the post-game. Looks like the hero's finally awake. Would you please join us, Miss Sam? Are you mad at us? We're in for an earful, aren't we? Guess we'll find out soon enough. No need for your concerns, you two. I'm not angry in the slightest. I merely called you here to discuss your fine achievements in this year's treasure hunt. You shut down the professor's time machine and thus prevented the Pokemon from the future from running rampant across Paldea. Your actions were truly outstanding in every regard, and I couldn't be prouder of you all. Though your decision to enter a strictly off-limits area was admittedly regrettable. Heh, you've got us there. However, since this was necessary to protect Paldea and its previous ecosystems, I'm willing to overlook that particular point. Here, so we're not getting raked over the coals after all. Yeah, Penny's in enough trouble as is, so I think it'll be fine. Oh, but forget, Miss Sam, there's something I would like you to have. Each of your friends has received one already, so this one's for you. Master Ball! Alright. Master Ball, the very best Pokeball with the ultimate level of performance. With it, you will catch any wild Pokemon without fail. Oh, and about the Hall of Fame badge I gave you a short while ago, that gift is one we bestow only upon on students who have truly achieved truly remarkable feats. I expect you to honor that badge that represents striving always to serve as a model for your fellow students. You can count on me. Splendid. Such enthusiasm will surely take you far in life. And Master Arvin, I'm sorry to hear about the professor. You have my deepest condolences. Yeah. Well. Yeah, it was pretty rough when I found out my dad had died. But weirdly enough, my head actually feels clear now, for the first time in ages. In the Great Crater, I got to learn a bit more about my dad's research and what he was trying to achieve down there. I guess if you're building something as mind-blowing as a time machine, that takes priority over showering your son with attention, huh? All I know is I'm done feeling like some lost little kid. Done. Time to say goodbye and move on. I'm gonna enjoy every last day until graduation with my buds here, and Mabistiff, of course. Well said, Master Arvin. You truly are your father's son. Of course, I must remind you that you've nowhere near enough credits to graduate. You'll need to study frantically to catch up, but I have every expectation of your success. What? What? And let's not forget the other good news. Our academy has a new champion. Though we sadly cannot make your valiant deeds in the Great Crater known to the public, your new champion rank, at least, should be celebrated throughout the whole school. Oh, I know how we should celebrate. We should hold a Pokemon battle contest. Seriously, can we not? Classic Nimona. A Pokemon battle contest, you say? While your own vested interest in such a venture are more than apparent, Miss Nimona, I think it's a fine idea. But please understand, the large-scale event will be quite beyond us. We've many other school activities to keep an eye on, after all. Pardon my intrusion, I couldn't help it over here. Gita! The Pokemon League will, of course, happily lend a hand in organizing this contest. La Primera? Well, a most kind offer, Chairwoman Gita. I do everything in my power to nurture young, up-and-coming talent. Though that's not to say that only the youth have promise when it comes to Pokemon battles. A former gym leader, the developer of the Pokédex app, this academy clearly counts many skilled trainers of Pokemon among its staff. As such, my suggestion is as follows. Students and staff should compete for the title of strongest trainer at the academy. Well, we get to battle the teachers. You'll compete too, right, Chimera? Is that even allowed? The chairwoman's not part of the academy, right? Actually, I think she's the chairwoman of the school board as well as the Pokemon League. Wait, for real? I mean, I knew she was on another level, but wow. Also, I'm now realizing that means that the letter that's... Because I played this I played that part of the story more recently. That means that when Clavel had to write his apology letter, it was directly to Gita. That's funny. That would explain why he was so scared. Thank you for the invitation, Champion Nimona. I would gladly take up your kind offer to compete alongside you all, but I'm afraid my schedule is already packed tight with work that I simply must attend to. Can't you free up some time somehow? Well, I suppose I might be able to participate at Champion Sam, but agree to lend me a hand with my own work. I'd be happy to help. Excellent answer, much obliged, Champion Sham. To get straight to it, I would like you to go out and inspect Raldea's various gyms in my stead. Are they fulfilling their duties as beacons of strength and inspiration for all of those aiming to achieve champion rank? Or has their brilliance started to fade? To find this out, I ask you to bring your full might as champion to bear against each of the gym leaders and test their prowess in battle. They are all trainers of exceptional talent, handpicked by me personally. I do not expect to find any cracks in their armor, but, well, consider it a formality. This will also provide the perfect stage for your first appearance as the new champion. Since all the gym leaders will still be expecting me to carry out the inspection, I imagine they'll have mustered their full strength. I dare say they might be more of a challenge than when you faced them before. You need to have all-out battles with the gym leaders? Man, I'm jealous. Now then, on to another crucial matter. I'd like to discuss with Penny here how to patch the weakness in our league point system. But there's a bunch of anime I missed that I was just gonna binge. Thank you in advance for your willing and eager cooperation. Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I'll help. Let me help. Excellent. We'll leave you to it then. Come now, Penny. Poor Penny. This is awesome, Sam. Show that inspection thing who's boss that Lap American join our tournament, okay? And enjoy taking another swing at the gym gauntlet while you're at it. I'll take care of filling out the forms and other administrative stuff so the ball gets rolling on the tournament in the meantime. I say, it's wonderful to see you all showing such initiative. You each have a critical role to play. Penny assisting the league, our new champion inspecting gyms, and Nimona arranging the event. Give it your best, everyone. Guess my role's so obvious it goes without saying? He's gonna go make snacks. But if I had to guess, he's gonna prepare snacks for the tournament. Alright, anywho. We're actually gonna come back here. We gotta leave and come back to trigger the thing. But also we gotta go to the biology lab. Actually, we're gonna go to the nurse's office, because the nurse's office is first. Because I want to do the nurse's office. I want to talk with the nurse, because the nurse actually has a storyline to her. She has her own... so here's the thing. All the staff have their own storylines that are played through. Miriam's is the only one that's unlocked by default. Because she doesn't... But everybody else, you have to talk to them during... You have to complete their classes. And that takes a while. Because I haven't done them. So that's going to be next stream, and that's going to be boring. I'll be openly admit. The next stream we have, probably not going to be very fun to watch. In terms, well, maybe. Because you're just going to see me just decline and slowly lose my sanity. And having to slowly talk and play through all of the classes that that Uva Academy has to offer. And that is going to be a massive 3-hour stream on its own. So, yeah. Alright, in any case, what brings you here today? I don't see anything super wrong with you or your Pokemon. Wait, isn't this your first time here, isn't it? Yes. Oh, so I guess you transferred in recently. You must be Sam, right? Everybody's been talking about you. I've heard all kinds of rumors. Apparently you fell off a cliff right after rolling in the academy? And even picked a fight with Team Star. Oh yeah, you've started your treasure hunting, right? Come tell me everything super interesting you find out there in your adventures. I'm kind of bored here just sitting in here all day. You know, I don't have any classes to teach, and students only come here to skip class. So yeah, drop by if you can. Deal? Deal. You became slightly closer with Nurse Miriam. Yeah, Miriam doesn't... Yeah, and we'll get to that. Miriam's story is fun, but also kind of sad. I like it. We'll get to that sad part in a minute. Hey there, come on in. Everyone's welcome in the nurse's office. Ha! Sam, have you toughened up a bit? Yes. Oh, so now you know your tough stuff, huh? Haha, but seriously, you look a bit different. I bet it's because of all the crazy experiences you're having on your treasure hunt. You need to tell me what you've all been through up to. Wow, that's super cool. I'm sure jealous of you kids. You get to try new things every single day. Me, on the other hand, I actually wanted to become a teacher. I'm just a school nurse, you know. I can't teach classes or anything like that. I couldn't pass the certification exam to become an actual health teacher. I took so many times with no luck, so here I am, stuck forever in the nurse's office. Oh, sorry, I guess this isn't a very fun thing to talk about. But you're just such a good listener. I find myself telling you all kinds of stuff. I hope you'll start to come see me even if you chalk your ear off like this. You can't be even closer with Nurse Miriam. And then she's gone. And then you don't talk to her from here. Are you tired? Why not lie down and have a quick rest? No, you leave. Now you leave. We leave. We go to we have to go to the entrance hall in the library to finish her story. And while we're here, we're gonna actually explore the top floor of the thing again because it tells you about because what I didn't know. Talk with Miriam. Let's talk with Miriam. Oh, hey, Sam. Sorry, were you looking for me? I've been away from the nurse's office lately. Yeah, it's fine. Did you need something from me? I wanted to talk with you. Are your Pokemon hurt? Just a sec. Here you go, a little first aid. You must really have an adventure out there, judging from those scripts and cuts. Huh? Oh yeah, I guess it's pretty unusual for me to be out at the nurse's office like this. Well, I'm actually doing a bit of studying. Though I thought I'd try my best at the health teacher certification exam one more time. You can do it! Just so you know, it's totally not because I'm inspired by somebody working hard about their treasure hunt, okay? Well, maybe I am just a little bit. So, you know, thanks. Yeah. Uh-oh, my break time's almost over. I just know you're about cheering me on, Sam. You can't feel trusted by Nurse Miriam. Alright, Miriam's story is... Well, that's all we can talk about right now. But something I didn't even realize is that you can actually read the Violet Book. Apparently, a Violet Book, the Mysterious Purple Tome. Do you want to read it? Apparently, I just missed this. Somehow. Great Prairie of Paldea. A photograph from the server team's point of ingress at the crater, which is visible in the background. Luck favored us in this fine weather, making for a smooth outset. But clouds obscure the crater's distant depths, where the treasure of the legend is said to lie. Now onward and downward. The adventures into Area Zero. Adventure into Zero Zero. Within the Great Crater of Paldea lies the mysterious Area Zero, a place home to such landscapes such as plant life and such Pokemon which we had never seen. It's inhospitable to human life, and as such, it depicts something altogether unknown until humankind slips within its depths. Alright, Adventures in Zero Zero. A photograph of the spot where the server team rested on day 2 of the expedition. Note the strange symbols inscribed in the ground here. Were they left by explorers at the time of the Paldean Empire? Or could they be older still? Regardless, it seems as if they must hold some meaning. Area Zero photograph. Alright, Area Zero. Legends from the spiral down into the inner walls of Area Zero, offering a path of descent. Vegetation and sources of water here are as well. Legend tells us the precious stones and wondrous fruits here have long slept in Area Zero's depths, protected by some manner of guardian. Pokemon of Area Zero. Alright. Sketches of server team members. Surprisingly, the Pokemon species we observed in the upper strata of Area Zero seems a little different from those seen on the outside of the crater. Now and then, we heard unfamiliar cries from the lower strata. Monsters of Area Zero. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon, though we wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. Member of the server team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphin, yet differences such as its texture and the way it moves suggest it's biologically separate, as to say nothing of its traits of iron. Herba Mystica? Area Zero was home to wondrous herbs that instantly impart vigor when eaten. We dubbed them Herba Mystica and attempted to grow them in areas around Paldea. However, before we could harvest, the herbs were eaten by Pokemon, which in turn grew large and strong. We call these Titan Pokemon. Mysterious plates. Mysterious plates. During our descent in Area Zero, we came across a buried metal plate inscribed with a strange symbol. We attempted to shave up a piece of the plate, but failed to leave even a scratch. Even determining the nature of the plate all seems beyond modern science. We know not what inscription made, let alone how. Mysterious plates, a legendary treasure. A countless days into a descent, we reached the last of the very depths of the Great Crater. There we found a cave with formations of gemstone, shining blindingly bright as far as we could see. Perhaps the strange light itself is the guardian set to watch over the treasure deep within the crater. Imagine Pokemon. Alright, imagine Pokemon. Drawing a fantastical Pokemon is envisioned by our sketch artist. The compactness and cruelty of the strange Pokemon that dwell in Area Zero's lower reaches tickled the artist's imagination, prompting a sketch of what other species that inhabit this depths might look like. And this is, in fact, what is it? Iron Leaves. There are two Paradox Pokemon that can't currently be encountered, except through Terra Raid battles. One of them is Walking Wake, which we covered in my Scarlet playthrough, but then there's Iron Leaves, which is this guy. And currently, they cannot be encountered in the wild in any sort of form, but they are in the game. You're supposed to wait for a Terra Raid battle to come around before you can battle them, but unfortunately, we don't have the opportunity to do that right now. So I'm kind of waiting on that. I'm kind of waiting on that event to get rolled around again, so I can show you them and catch them on stream for you guys. Probably gonna merge those into one. You're probably gonna merge those into one stream because I'm imagining they're not gonna take very long, and I'm imagining it's not gonna be a very long stream. So I'll probably flesh it out with more Terra Raid battles, if I have to be perfectly honest. That's probably what I'm gonna do when that happens. Well, if. But when and if that happens, I will be doing a massive stream on that, where I'll go my usual 3 hours, but I'll be raiding Pokemon, but I'll be doing Terra Raid battles instead. But yeah. In any case, that's it. That's all I got on that. Offensive memory. Alright, during our exploration of Area Zero's depths, I, Heath, strayed from the team and was later found unconscious. When I woke, I could only recall speaking with someone in a far familiar place as if in a dream. I was found holding the page shown here. The handwriting is of my own, but I have no memory of writing this. Our generous sponsor. Alright, in any case, the author Heath, pictured with the director of Uber Academy. The Academy's generous funding made the Area Zero expedition possible, and the data gathered has been shared with the Academy in hopes that it will aid in the institution's research work and foster future generations of scholars and scientists. About the author. Heath, author of the Violet Book, shared with his partner Cyclosaur. A master historian as well as a writer, he was chosen for the Area Zero expedition and penned his account upon returning from the Great Crater of Paldea. Cyclosaur aided the expedition as well by bearing the team's luggage and equipment. And a disc Pokemon. And this is the entry on, what is it? Terapagos. While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleaming brighter still than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. So yeah, this is Terapagos. This is what Terapagos is supposed to look like, or at least this is what the sketch is supposed to look like. Obviously, Terapagos doesn't look like that because we can see the picture of it, and obviously it does not look like that. Obviously, it looks a mite different than what it does in the book. Yeah, the indigo disc and the teal mask. It looks a little bit different. Also, I'm not entirely sure how the teal mask plays into the story, but it's called Hidden Treasures of Area Zero, so I guess we'll figure that out as when we get to that. But in any case, we're gonna go up a couple floors, because I've read all of these on the bottom floor, and none of this is anything interesting on the second floor. Where I want to go. Yeah, now this is particularly interesting on the third, but the third floor is where all the interesting things are. So there's a pamphlet titled Heart Frame. And everybody is registered in here after the post game. So everybody is registered. Ramona, Arvin, Penny, and Sam. So you're registered in the quote-unquote Hall of Fame. But here, there's a book called Fine Foods from Far Away. Have you ever chanced upon Peter Crunchies, the fabled signature dish of the Kanto region Peter City? These snacks' rugged brown appearance makes them almost rock-like at first glance. Indeed, Peter Crunchies were inspired by the rock-type Pokemon for which Superior Gym is known now. Unfortunately, their forbiddingly tough appearances and surprisingly thin flavor have kept them from attaining true popularity. And then, I believe, at the top of this staircase, Gallery History. We made it to a town Stoneside, which sits tucked away in the mountains, to study an ancient mural painted upon a rock wall. But our plans and the mural itself were shared by Nantak from Raja. Yet behind the mural, what should we find but a pair of Pokemon statues, one bearing a sword, the other shield. These statues, older than the artifact we've yet discovered, call into question everything we knew about the legendary hero. So yeah, if you remember Sword and Shields and remember Sonia, this is her book. She published it, and it's here in the library to read, which is a fun little Easter egg. It's been so revered. She is now being used as research material, and I find that amazing. I'm very proud of her. That was her entire character arc throughout Sword and Shield, and then finally she reached self-actualization because now her book is here in a library in another region, which is great. A culture. So this is all the articles of Iron Moth, a UFO sent to spy on humankind. The name Iron Moth was borrowed from that of the flying object described in the era-defining Violet Book. It was said to resemble Volcarona and would descend from the skies, following people around and occasionally even attacking them. Some point to Iron Moth's aggression and sign that it is in fact a UFO of some sorts being controlled by alien life. Perhaps something out there is using Iron Moth to observe us, waiting for the moment to mount an invasion. So yeah, with the exception of the ones found in the lab, you can find the people in Pokemon. But all of the Occulture articles talk about the various Pokemon you can encounter. Forever in the past, humankind and Pokemon lived in mutual fear of one another. But some humans who loved and appreciated Pokemon made an effort to bridge this divide, and gradually the two sides grew closer and formed harmony. Yeah. But yeah, but yeah, this is, all of the interesting things are up here. That's why I'm talking about them. There's a book called Fine Fruits Are Far. We've read this one. All the interesting ones are up here. So it's all of the other ones are tutorials on how to play the game. There's a magazine called The Culture. It's a September issue. Do you want to read it? An article caught your eye. Enigmas of Paldea for 6. Iron Treads an alien weapon? In one era quarter of Paldea, there have written reports of a mysterious life form. It's said to resemble a dolphin at first glance, albeit one that can abruptly assume a spherical shape and launch into a swift rolling attack. Rumors say that this being some kind of weapon using technology not from this world, but one that no one can say for sure. Apparently it's called Iron Treads after a strange name and the strange being that was wrote the mysterious Violet Book. Alright, and then over here is Occulture. October. What is this one? Agnes of Paldea, Iron Bundle, an ancient civilization's robot. This mysterious Violet Book makes reference to a being called Iron Bundle, which is said to look like Delibird and to possess a spherical apparatus from which it would fire huge blasts of ice to propel itself through the snowy lands. Plenty of theories about it have been floating. A leading one suggests that it's a product of a long-gone civilization, a notion supported by ancient writings that describe the design and uses of machines resembling Iron Bundle. Yeah, Iron Bundle is interesting. I like all of the Paradox Pokemon. They're interesting. Book title Character Gets Adventures. Do you want to read it? Charcadet, the Fire Child Pokemon, may have been little, but that did not stop it from being a mighty hero, not one bit. With a mean Gengar came along to play tricks and scare people, Charcadet stood tall. Rah, hi-ya, I cried. But soon, brave little Charcadet got bound up and tight in Gengar's long tongue. How did this Fire Child Pokemon get out of this mess? Just as things started to grow hazy before Charcadet's eyes, the sound of a voice came. Two paths lie before you, young Charcadet said. Choose between these two sets of armor and assume a new form so that you can defeat Gengar. And sure enough, two sets of armor appear before Charcadet. To be continued. It doesn't seem like... And we are missing some Pokemon, I think. I want to say... We're missing a Culture magazine somewhere, because that doesn't seem like enough, but I also think that there are two in the lab, so that's probably where. Actually, I think Iron Jugulis is the other one. But in case, we're gonna go back to the nurse's office. Nurse's office. And we can finish her story. Hey there, Sam. Coming in. Everyone's welcome to the nurse's office. Oh, Sam, I'm glad you're here. I have some good news. You're not going to believe this, but I passed the health teacher certification exam. Congratulations. Proud of you. Thank you so much. I saw you pushing yourself real hard with your treasure hunt, and that really inspired me. Of course, most of the credit to my success goes to my own hard work, though. Hehe. Thanks for giving me the push I need to try again, Sam. 10 max revives. But they told me there's no room to add new classes this year. So I guess I'll keep being Nurse Miriam for a bit. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about this, though. Just you wait, though. I'll still be standing in the front of a class at the academy before you know it. Yeah, that's the unfortunate. That'll teach you all you need to know about health. I'll bet I'll make a great teacher. Can't wait to see you in my class. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Nurse Miriam does not, in fact, have a story. She doesn't have a class, and she never gets a class. But she does get the certification pass to teach a class. So that's great. But in any case, we're going to move on to the director's office. And we still got... In any case, it's time to talk with Clive. Because, obviously, it's Clavel in disguise. We know that. That's obvious now. Oh, why, hello, Miss Sam. How have your treasure hunt coming along? Having all sorts of adventures, I hope. Yeah, it's been going great. Wonderful, I'm glad to hear it. Do keep in mind that treasure hunt is no such course or criteria you must follow. Simply go wherever your heart takes you and you shall do splendidly. Speaking of such pursuits, there's been something on my mind of late. If I could ask you for your expertise on the matter, I would be most grateful. You see, I recently heard a whole word meaning that escapes me, even some sort of slang. Tell me, what does shuggy mean? Being outdated and uncool. Ah, I think I understand. For both speaker and recipient is not a pleasant word, I take it. The word used by young people these days are quite often beyond my comprehension. But when I learn the meaning behind the words, I still find that I feel much closer to my students. I am most grateful to your help on that front. Yay! I became closer with Director Clavel. And... Miss Sam, how kind of you to stop by. I must say I'm pleased to see you on the school grounds again. Travel and adventure certainly have their place, but it does one good to attend class as well, no? Speaking of which, there's something I would very much like to ask you. I understand you have joined a variety of classes during your time here at the Academy, but if I may ask, which of our faculty members have made Hassel. Oh, Mr. Hassel from our class, you say? Yes, he is a fine teacher and a most passionate and enthusiastic fellow. We are truly pressed to have such many wonderful teachers and staff members at Uva Academy. I firmly believe that our faculty is second to none in their commitment to our students' ongoing education and well-being. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, Miss Sam. You became even closer with Director Clavel. Thank you for your visit, Miss Sam. A good friend of mine has been telling me of your recent exploits. You mean Clive? Haha, I'll never leave their identity to your imagination. But now, lest I forget, there is another matter which I would much like your opinion on. Do you know what the matter of gentleman's hairstyle? Short styles. Oh, is that so? I suppose I haven't eaten some of the Academy's meal students supporting such a style. Could it be then that the pompadour has already had its day in the sun? Perhaps I ought to consider a change of wig. Ah, that is to say, never mind. Thank you for your insight, Miss Sam. I was most enlightening. You feel trusted by Director Clavel. Yeah, you're supposed to check in with him as you finish each of the Team Star bases, but I didn't do that either. Thank you again for your outstanding work on Operation Starfall. I cannot tell you how relieved I am that we were able to help Miss Penny as we did. As I know, she is exceedingly grateful for your help, for your part in all this. So I have one more thing to ask you, though. The request is admittedly of a delicate nature. Do you think you can continue being good friends with Miss Penny as you have with Star? Sure, we're best buds. I must say, I truly am glad to hear you have you as one of my students at the Academy. I believe you're more than earned this small token of my appreciation. You turned a big nut. I got a big nugget. I can sell that for money. A big nugget is new. A big nugget made of pure gold that gives a lustrous green. It can be sold at high prices shops. I hope that you will always just stay as wonderful as you are, Miss Sam. Yeah, big nuggets are great for selling. Alright, in any case, that's all we got for his story. I'm so glad I came to Over Academy, Miss Sam. That's all we've got. And, well, other than that, but we do have one more person. We need to talk to Mr. Jack. And Mr. Jack's is different than the others, because you don't need to take his class to expand his story. You don't need to take this class to expand the story, but you do need to complete the Pokédex, and I've learned that. Alright, hello. Have you gotten used to things here with the Academy, Sam? Great, glad to see you're having fun. Oh, have you been using the Pokédex app? I'm the one who made it, you know. Every time I see someone using the app catches Pokemon, that data gets sent to me. It's really helping with my Pokemon research. So be sure to catch any new Pokemon you find and working on filling in your Pokédex. So your first goal, let's aim to say 30. Register 30 Pokemon in your app. Let me know once you've done so. I see you've already registered 30 species of Pokemon in your Pokédex for me. Wow, so you've got this kind of Pokemon and this one? All this data, this is the best. Sorry about that, I got a little excited over there. But I get the feeling you're going to be a great help in my Pokemon research. Here, take these. Consider my way of saying thanks. He gives you False Swipe, which enables you to... Yeah, False Swipe is great because it enables you to attack a Pokemon without knocking it out, which in turn makes it easier to catch. It always leaves the Pokemon with 1 HP if used, so it's great. Or shouldn't attack that prevents the target from fainting. The target is left with at least 1 HP. You sure are good at catching Pokemon, aren't you, Sam? Your next goal, let's aim for 100 species. Remember, when you find a Pokemon you've never seen before, give the Pokeball a throw. I see you've already registered 100 species of Pokemon in your Pokédex for me. Yeah, I didn't do this part yet. I have to go and talk to him in my other playthrough, but when you reach 100, he gives you another thing, and I don't know what this is, so I'm in uncharted territory here. Wow, little Pokemon, big Pokemon. Whoa, you even have data on Pokemon of this specific size? So much data, so much to analyze. Sorry about that, I got a little excited there. My Pokemon research is moving forward at a great pace thanks to your efforts. Here, take this. Consider my way of saying thanks. Ultra Balls! You're a natural about this Pokemon catching thing, aren't you, Sam? For next goal, let's aim for 200. I know that's a tall order, but keep tossing those Pokeballs and don't give up. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that for a while. We need a lot more Pokemon to be able to catch that. But it'll take us a while to get the Pokemon we need for that. But we'll probably talk to him after we've done it, finished that. I'm not sure when we'll do that, but now we need to go back. Because we do have one last thing we need to do. We're going to go to the entrance hall. And we are going to take the biology class. And that is all I've done. So, and with that, we'll be all caught up. We need to take biology. And with that, we're all too out. But yeah, we've got 7 classes. And they take about an hour and 15 minutes. Well, each class takes about 20 minutes to finish. So, yeah, we've got about 2 of our 3 hours are going to probably be dedicated toward classes for next week. And I'm not looking forward to that. And you guys are just going to see me slowly descend into sanity as I try to do that. I'll be perfectly honest. But it'll be fun, I'm sure. Biology. But in case, here's where the things get interesting. Because the classes are the tutorial. That's it. That's all I need to tell you. The classes are the game's tutorial. You go into them, you learn about all the different ways, all the different things that Pokemon are capable of. Battling, type matchups, those kinds of things. They're all here. Hello, my name's Jack, and I'll be your Pokemon biology teacher. In my class, we'll learn all about the various quirks of our beloved Pokemon together. I do hope you'll come to love Pokemon even more from the things you've learned here. In today's class, I'll teach you a great way to get to know Pokemon in more depth. If you'd like to become better friends with your Pokemon, you can let them come out of their Pokeball and walk along with you. Sounds great, huh? You can use the CR button to throw a Pokeball without its Pokeball inside. Nothing cuter than watching Pokemon run around underfoot, if you ask me. Once you let your Pokemon out, try speaking to them. They'll surely respond to you some way. It's a great way to get to know them better. However, letting your Pokemon out of its Pokeball isn't such a good idea in some locations. Can anyone tell me where you shouldn't have your Pokemon walk around with you? Inside buildings. That's right. Great job, Sam. I see you did your homework. The correct answer is that we should not walk with our Pokemon indoors. How about that? Some Pokemon might damage walls, desks, and other things while walking around inside buildings, so it's not allowed regardless of the species. Therefore, please only let your Pokemon out of their Pokeball while indoors. Okay, everyone? Well, outdoors. I see some of them in classrooms from time to time, but still. Anyway, you may become even closer friends with your Pokemon pals just by walking together. Oh, I almost forgot. Keep in mind that you can only walk together with your lead Pokemon. Remember, use the CR button to throw a ball and let out the Pokemon inside. You also want to remember that throwing a ball at wild Pokemon will start a battle. Looks like that's time we have today. See you all next class. Also, Penny is in our biology class, which is fun. Yeah, you get to see all of your various students all of the various friends you've made, like just casually in your classes, which is fun. You can't interact with them, but they are in your class. Biology. All right, next class. And yeah, there's 6 classes and 2 tests in each class. So for a total of 8 classes. So it is a bit long. But in any case, hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Did you know trying to use the CR button to let your Pokemon out as I taught you in the last class? Walking around with your Pokemon lets you see how unique and cute they all are. I also highly recommend picnics for when you want to spend some quality time together with the Pokemon in your party. You can get them all around the table to make sandwiches and play. It's really a lot of fun. If you want to learn more about making food, Mr. Swagaro's class is the best place to go. Now, sometimes when you're enjoying a picnic with your Pokemon, you may find something very, very important in the basket next to your table. This is very important something is what Pokemon are born from. Let's all say together. Eggs! Phew, you all got it right. The very important something I'm talking about is a Pokemon egg. It's not clear where these eggs come from, but they're probably placed in the basket rather stealthily by the Pokemon at the picnic. Walking around with an egg will help warm it, which allows it to hatch. Eggs won't warm up by sitting in boxes, though. You'll need to have them in your party. And here's one super important thing I'd like you to remember about eggs. Pokemon are trusted with the eggs because they believe in us. So, I would be happy to see you all bring responsible parents for your little Pokemon eggs. Whoops, my most important point came as a bell egg. Well, see you next time, I guess. Yeah, the classes aren't very long, but they are tedious. And we do need to do them. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine! Good morning! I want to take more biology classes. Yes. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you something about the importance of eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokedex? There are versions of Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't you worry about that. And, hey, just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy, though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in, day out. Those were fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Wait a second, how did I get onto this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokedex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon more easily is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chances of successful catch. Can you guess what it is? Inflicting one Pokemon with a status condition. Wow, that's right, Sam. Great job. The correct technique for making a Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with a status condition. Sleep is an especially effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that put opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokedex will be a cinch. Also, if they just know Rest, because Rest automatically puts them to sleep and they can't defend themselves. So, Rest is great for catching wild Pokemon. Also, Yawn. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching powers works too, or sneak up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds of the gyms to get gym badges. Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and higher levels. These do come show you more Pokedexes once they start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget our next class will be a test. Talk to you. Time to take my test. Biology midterm. You're like, yes, we have to finish the biology midterm. Hello everyone, today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Okay. And this is where things get interesting. You have to remember all the things you've learned. A2. Which of the following eggs are effective way to warm up eggs? Walking around. Which will not make a Pokemon easy to catch? Give them a Pokeball. Which will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher and lower levels? Gym badges! This question will affect your grade. Alright everyone, time's up. I hope you enjoyed those tackling those questions. The last question was from something that I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell the director about it, okay? I believe the test is randomly generated because I get some questions that weren't on my Scarlet one. I'm pretty sure they're a little bit different. I think they're randomized. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm exam and 4 questions correct to pass the final exam. Let's see how well you did on the biology test. You answered 5 out of 5 questions correctly. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Mr. Jack asks us to give this award to any students who pass the exam. 5 experience candy smalls! Yeah, they give them all. They all give you a thing if you do well in the test. So it's important to do them because you'll get a lot of resources that way. Biology 4. I like biology with Mr. Jack. Yes. All right. Hello. Hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You all did really great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my little question in the end too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're now heading back into the last of our classes together. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow just like our Pokemon. Evolution, yep, haha, evolution. Today we're going to learn more about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As your Pokemon battle and level up, they'll learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they've leveled up enough, their appearances change and their stats increase, sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep the Pokemon in their adorable pre-evolved states. To do so, you just need to remember a certain button when your Pokemon begins to evolve. You can say it with me if you're already not. To cancel evolution, press the B button. That's right, everyone. B for best answer. The button you want when you need to stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press this button soon after the Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an item known as an Everstone to keep it from evolving. And keep in mind the requirements for evolution differ from Pokemon to Pokemon. Some may evolve by having certain items such as Firestone and Thunderstone used on them. Others may have to learn a specific move to defeat a specific Pokemon in battle to evolve. The way Prime evolves into Annihilate is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that... Okay, he wasn't telling... didn't get to tell... Oops, sorry, looks like we're out of time. I guess we'll just have to end the class there today. Thank you all for your attention. Yeah, he's talking about Rage Fist, by the way. If you use Rage Fist a certain amount of times, in a single battle with a Primate, it'll evolve into Annihilate. That's how it works. Biology 5. Yes, I want to take Biology. And we're going to finish Biology today. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Alright. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. But before we get going, do you all remember the final question from our midterm exam? Well, Director Clavel found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. He must have noticed all the color flush right out of my face, haha. Speaking of color, today I'd like to teach you all about the colors as they pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different coloration or patterning on their bodies based on their gender or individual differences. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these species shiny Pokemon. It is quite rare to cross paths with one. Is there no likelihood? I believe 1 in 4,000? Wow, that's right. You have some makings of Pokemon Professor, Sam. Shiny Pokemon appear at a rate of 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? Probably if accounting one in the wild is the same as hatching one from an egg too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised around different languages or a special case. There's a higher than average chance that shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs. But we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? This claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Whoops, there's the bell. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. And I believe we're nearing the end of the biology class. I want to take more biology. I want to finish biology. You want a biology with Mr. Zack? Yes. That works. That was a sentence that came out of my mouth. Sure. That's what we can soon. Don't be tardy. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet will be our final exam. This means today's our last actual class. And the time for the study will be Pokemon forms. You can think about forms as the shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called a form change, where a Pokemon appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclizar, for example, which we regularly ride as a transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. First is basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. Second is battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there's its ride form, which inflates its thorax and its tail so we can ride on its back. Though we can use something you're all carrying with you now as an even better example. Now I'm talking about your phones. See, some smartphones are inhabited by certain Pokemon. So you know the Pokemon I'm referring to. Rotom! You're a regular expert on Pokemon and technology, aren't you, Sam? The Pokemon inside your phone is Rotom and does all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside a Rotom phone is special, as it doesn't try to enter other electronics. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change forms by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other electronic appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon that change form do so simply by holding an item or having one used on them. Orquera, for example, has 4 different forms it can change between being given certain Nexters. Pokemon may even change types depending or learn different moves when they change forms. Form changes are different from evolution in that the Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into with form changes phenomenon, as you can see. We can learn something new from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'd be happy to help you all enjoy your time in the Academy to the fullest and change forms into a new version of yourselves. Or something like that, anyway. Oh, I almost forgot. Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change at all like other forms. They're innate. You didn't get to finish this thought, unfortunately. Whoops, hey, there's the bell. I guess it was Scatterbrain, Mr. Zack, right up to the very end, huh? I had a great time teaching you all. Hope you'll do your best on the final exam. And we're done, I think. We gotta finish the final exam, which isn't gonna take very long, but we should be done in terms of everything we need to do. So, good morning. I want to take biology final. Yes, I want to take the biology final. Classes will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I won't. Just let me take my biology final so I can finish Mr. Jack's class and get a good score on it. Alright, this shouldn't be too hard. Hello, everyone. Today's our final exam. It will cover everything I taught you so far, but I'm sure you'll do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. Two. Because feeding a berry using a poetry toy doesn't help. True or false, you can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourself or training them with other trainers. No, you can also hatch them from eggs. If Pokemon's holding an Everstone, when I'm using item that usually uses evolution, can it evolve? No, it will not. What is the probability of rolling around a shiny Pokemon? 1 in 4,000. True or false, the Pokemon Zoroark has 3 forms. False, it has 4. This question will affect your grade. Do you have anything you'd like to say about class? I'm still getting used to this teaching thing, but I'm sure I had fun as your teacher. Thank you for being our teacher. Okay, time's up whether you like it or not. I hope everyone's enjoyed tackling those questions. Haha, I snuck a little bonus question there right at the end. Shh, our little secret. Don't tell the director. Get the grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how you did. And now we get to see what it looks like. 3 questions out of correct across midterm, 4 questions past the final exam. Let's see how I did on your biology test. Answer 4 out of 5 questions I missed. I think I missed the first one. I'm pretty sure it's the first one. I always get the first one wrong, I've noticed. 5 experience gaining mediums. You're doing your best. And that is gonna leave it for today's stream. That's everything I did on my other playthrough, so we're done. We're all caught up now. You guys are all caught up and haven't missed anything yet. Anything anymore. So, we're gonna save. And we've got a ways to go still. Next stream, probably gonna be a bit of a rough one. Because we gotta finish the other 6 classes to do them. And I believe I don't think we can talk to Mr. Jack anymore. No. We gotta finish it. We do have to finish the classes though. So we got a ways to go, but that's about all we've got. But in any case, we are going to save. Can't ride Miraidon in here, of course not. But I'm gonna save, we're gonna leave this stream here, and I actually know exactly who I'm gonna raid, so we're gonna just roll right into that. A button. Although there is something else I haven't shown you guys yet, that I can show you guys now that I've done this. There is something else I can show you guys. We're gonna close this, we're gonna close Pokemon Violet, and this is something I can show you guys real fast before we end the stream off, because it only takes like 5 seconds. Once you've beaten the game, this happens. If the game will give... Okay. But once you've beaten the game, this will happen. Yeah, once you've beaten the game, it will actually play the battle music theme. Which isn't a thing it doesn't play on the main menu for whatever reason. It only ever plays here. But it's kinda cool. But I guess that's gonna do it for today. We're going to leave this stream here and I know exactly who I'm gonna raid. She should still be streaming. But I know exactly who I'm gonna raid today. And we're gonna go raid her today. It's gonna be fun. And away we go. We're gonna stream manager, but it should be still streaming. I would imagine why she wouldn't be, but she is doing something today. Well, once stream manager opens up, I can actually do it. Okay, raid. That's causing this stream to lag out, but it's okay. Network issues are so fun to not deal with. There she is. Okay. Okay, she's inconveniently she's playing Pokemon. A fan-made one nonetheless, but she is playing Pokemon. But the reason I'm raiding her is because we're going to be raiding Meow Moonified. And Mooney is currently having her re-debut, which is great. But also, she is currently playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion, a fan game I have never played for myself, but I've heard a lot of good things about. So, yeah, it is like the only thing I know about it is that it lets you fuse Pokemon together and create some wildly creative Pokemon fusions, which are all a lot of references to a lot of different things, which is funny. But we're gonna raid Mooney, and I'm gonna get her stream going, and I will see you guys over there. But yeah, we're gonna get Mooney's stream going. But first, thank you guys so much for watching this stream. If you enjoyed, be sure to follow me. Also be sure to go and check out my YouTube. That's where I post the main bulk of my content. Please go check that out. And then also be sure to go and check out my, go check out all of my social links as well. There's my Twitter, which is where I'm active a lot. My Discord, I like hanging out with people over there, so please go hang out there. Patreon is how you support me. My website, I have a blog over there where you can go and watch my Pokemon, where you can go and watch my, well, you can read my reviews of various games that I played, but didn't have time to make it a full series. So please go check that out. Also, well, I have to expand. I'm in the process of writing one that I haven't done yet. It's been a while since I've done one of those, but I am working on them. But in any case, that's pretty much all I've got. So we're gonna get Mooney's stream going. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone, but I'm gonna get Mooney's stream going. Wherever she is. Where I should be able to see her. Do I not actually follow her? Wait, what? I do not. Fascinating. Okay, I guess we'll be doing that. Well, that's interesting. I've heard that's embarrassing. Apparently, I have not been following her. Well, I think the raid function will still work regardless, but that's ironic. But in any case, we're gonna raid Mooney, so I will see you guys over there. So yeah, she's playing Infinite Fusion. I think she's on a break, so I should probably wait. Yeah, I think she's on a break, so I'm gonna wait until she comes back. Hi, welcome. You are just in time. We are about to raid somebody. I appreciate you being here. We are about to raid somebody. Give me a second. But yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, we are. When she comes back. No, I would not like a random egg. Thank you, but I appreciate the offer. I honestly, I have been slacking off on eggs though, so that is a thing I'll have to do at some point. In case. Yeah, we're gonna. But in case, yeah, I'm gonna wait for her to come back. Screw it. I'll surprise her. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's just go. In any case, raid. And I'll see you guys. I'll be over there. But in any case, we're gonna get the raids over there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get the game going, and I will see you guys next week. So I will see you guys.